Hey, what's going on, everyone? Here's an hourly chart of gold. This is the downfall from yesterday. For a little while, we had that V bottom I was talking about, but that fell apart. But now on the 60-minute for gold, it looks like we have a better chance of finding a bottom here shortly. And it went all the way down to 1122 and a half. Just a disaster, right? From yesterday. So we have a chance on the short term to find a bottom. Looks like we have one leg down, 2 legs down from where we wanted to pop before. But see what happens. I mean, it's got to turn around one of these days. It's been stretched beyond belief. So back to the dollar. Dollar, I think, made a new high today. So far we're opening down, but we'll see how that turns out. Someone said the dollar to 108 and hit resistance and come back. And I believe that on the shorter term, that's a nice flat top break, but going back, oh, this ain't going to help me at all, is it? And never mind. But 108 sounds good on the regular index. I can't seem to find a real-time dollar index quoting for the dollar. But as of now, for the weekly, see the flat top break. Might have been a head and shoulders top, but broke out. Came back into support and ran. Let's see if we can find a reversal somewhere. Maybe it's losing gas, maybe the exhaustion bar, something. We got a 2-bar pattern there that's bearish, but looks like it's riding support on a bearish flag, opening down into below EMA 13 and 8. So it's got to watch for breaking into previous highs all the way down to previous lows where we got support. So it might be a turnaround. Little 2-bar pattern plus the bearish flag coming in. Look for previous low breaks. Looks like we closed a double top. Look at a nice exhaustion bar there. See what happens. So far we're opening down. Not very much down, but down indeed. It's just very bullish off of there. You can get one more leg up out of this to make the 3 white soldiers. See what happens with that. S&P looks like another lower high. Coming back down into support. Looks like maybe a falling star forming almost on the daily chart. Not quite, but it had that same kind of action. Held support. So we'll see if it breaks down or moves sideways. But it's bearish as lower highs are coming in. It's got support. See what happens. Dow Jones. Looks like we got more of a true top here. We got 3 wicks pointing up. This wick is not too extravagant, but nonetheless, we got 3 wicks pointing up. Maybe that is the down signal. Look for previous low breaks. We got support, support. But that is a 3-wick high. Tri-tips. For the week, it looks like a falling star. We got one more day. See if we can get a falling star out of this and watch a real reversal top come in. NASDAQ looks like it wanted to run again, but got stopped out. Now we got a 3-bar pattern here. Double top with 3 wicks. You got a falling star. Not perfect with that little wick on the bottom, but that's the trading action I'm interested in, really. Other than the fact that it could be perfect if it closed down here. But, you know, it has that same kind of try to blast off and closed all the way in, making this a long wicked falling star with 3 bars, 3 wicks pointing up. It's a tri-tip reversal. You look on smaller, and you can see the double top, the 3 top, right there. So far, it's hugging support on lower term. Let's see now, really. There's a reversal bar. And then every time there's one miss, every time it came up and got stopped out and then crumbled. Watch out for previous low breaks. There's a reversal bar. Interesting, falls apart, bearish retraces, and now it's ready to move down. NASDAQ may have reached its high. If that's the case, it didn't get very far outside the pattern. So maybe we'll see a whipsaw when it jumps back inside the previous pattern. But nonetheless, it is fully outside the pattern now. Look for a throwback into support. Shanghai Exchange, Shanghai Composite, doesn't look good. Nice bearish candle coming off of the top. That trading action, not a perfect falling star, but there you are again. Nikkei, looks like it did another high today. There's a reversal bar, so look for things that close below that reversal bar if it by chance comes back into the pattern. Otherwise, let's see, shorter term, see that trading action, falling star, and a hanging man. Looks like a breakout and then come back into support and then bounced, closing at resistance on a shorter term. So we'll see how bearish this is. We've got support at the gaps and previous highs. There's a ten-year Treasury bond note. Looks like a nice gap, huh? It's a gap and run, but it didn't run very far, did it? So it gapped. Look for previous low breaks, but it gapped and consolidated into the EMA 8. Looks like it broke into the gap twice, 3 times. It might be bearish. Look for tomorrow to fill the gap. We got lower highs all the way through. The flat top, the flat bottom there is broken 3 times, plus lower highs. It looks bearish. A nice little hanging man right over the support. We'll see if that confirms on the upside or breaks down. One of 2 things. 50-50 chance. Gotta love those chances. Crude. Looks like it's still trying to find support with previous highs coming in. Still looking for support on crude. Got 1 day of trading left. No reversal bar. It's just a struggle. After the nice run, it looks like it's just consolidating to the right. I can't go any lower than that. It looks bearish as it wants to find support somewhere. As soon as it does that, then it can gather its legs and move higher. So we'll see. The EMA 13 looks like a nice line of support. So we'll see what happens. This extension bar, this exhaustion move, this candle is a spinning top, long wicked, and then it turned around and broke previous lows back inside the pattern. So I'm thinking bearish, as this candle is pretty violent in the exhaustion move. And then the indecision the next day, and then the breakdown. So look where previous low breaks. Maybe oil won't shoot to 70. It's got to gather its legs. On the longer term chart, it's got to come back down, maybe a couple dollars, maybe more. Yes, hold 50% of this candle to keep your momentum. Coal, looks like coal's having some trouble. Hit a top, came back into support. See if it'll get outside that pattern again up here. Needs to close above previous highs on the weekly. So far above these previous highs, but what about these previous highs? Gold. Alright, so back to gold. This is a reverse head and shoulders bottom right here. 2-bar pattern bullish, crossed, EMA 8 and 13, one push, came back down into support, making that right shoulder. Hopefully this will flat top break 1132, maybe get us back above the EMA or the SMA 34 on a hour chart. A lot of work to do on this. A lot of work. Closing near its lows. It needs to go push back up. Hammer on this gold chart would be awesome. Some kind of reversal bar. A weekly reversal bar on gold would be sweet. But as it turns out, we are way down near our lows for the week. It's got to have a nice push, and that hourly chart with the reverse head and shoulders might just do it, but it's got to get back all the way up here. Even further than I just said. 1150, breaking in the previous lows, making a nice green hammer in and around 1165. Anything could happen. So anyways, we are breaking into the previous patterns. That was a bearish flag, took another leg. Hopefully that was the last leg, bouncing off previous highs, bouncing off this previous low into previous let's see if we have the same kind of pattern brewing on the short term hourly chart. And then lots of wicks pointing down, but not much of a... I'm looking for the long wicks. I guess through time you can cross support lines, but This as well needs to bounce. If we can get up to this meeting line, that would be awesome. I think it was down almost $1 today. It's crazy. Great time to buy physical silver, that is for sure. Breaking in the previous patterns. That is a lot of support on that reverse head and shoulders weekly pattern. Right? The previous pattern break, the left, the head, the right shoulder, flat top break. We're into support. Ultimate lines of support. The previous pattern break. The reverse head and shoulders is a nice pattern, bullish pattern, so hopefully we found the bottom. Especially after 1, 2, 3 flag patterns. And I think the Elliott Wave Masters would enjoy that. Third wave down is the final wave, so to speak. Copper's still turning over, trying to find its legs. See if we can get higher lows. Still working off that top. We have a cross, and then bearish retraced. Got plenty of support from previous highs. So it looks healthy, it's just consolidating. Let's jump to Bitcoin real quick, see where that's at. Nothing yet. It's gonna break, but it's just having a little trouble. Yeah, it ran pretty good. So it ran and did the throwback. So if you're thinking about buying into Bitcoin, that is support from previous highs. Broke outside the pattern, came back into the pattern. Throwback. Bullish retracement. GDX made that a nasty bearish flag. It's pissing me off. You can see how controlled those flags are, though, right? You got to see that. Let's just X this out because I'm tired of looking at that. Pretty controlled sell. Bearish flag, it's all controlled. Controlled step down into support. Just wish this double bottom was our support though, right? Another leg down, that's what happens. Oh, I can't wait till it ends. JNUG, same thing. Let's get rid of this crap. Boom. Same all the way around. Damn. That didn't look like a bearish flag to me, but I guess it was. That's it. I'm still in UEC. It looks like it had a little push from its bullish retracement. Buy into support. So it's still hanging in there. I need to break out of the pattern, hit the other side of the pattern, previous pattern. And for the life of me, this time I'm going to have my stop put in, so when it runs, I can catch it right before resistance and grab some better buys. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I think the cannabis stock that I was so interested in yesterday, I couldn't remember, was this one, CNAB, where it ran, right? It ran pretty heavy from 18 cents all the way to, $3, whatever it was. Came down, hit support. Now we got a double bottom and a sideways consolidation, And through time, the EMA 8 has crossed, and through time, the 13 has crossed now. So I'm looking for a flat top break. Since we are working off from a double bottom, and we got higher lows all throughout. So that's why I mentioned it yesterday, but I can't remember what it was. I don't know if I even covered it. URRE. Weekly pattern. Still inside the pinch. The message I had there, I want you to take out that hammer. But so far we're just into support. UEC is doing a lot better. But I just want everyone to witness the price squeeze. Whether up and down or up or down, watch the price squeeze in effect on a weekly chart as price goes back and forth, tighten, 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 pop. A little corkscrew. I really like that pattern. It's really tight. EMA 8's coming across. 13's right below it. Price is at support. So, let's see if we have anything. No, just a breakdown. 2-bar pattern broke down. We had a 2-bar pattern, or a double bottom here, but it did not hold. So, just like anything else, it's breaking into previous pattern levels where support lies. So we'll see how far it comes down. Definitely a triple top on the 4-hour chart. Broke down. It needs to gather its legs, come back up, break that flat top break. Let's call it previous high breaks at 170 or so. So I just like those pinches. I like watching those pinches where price is just stuck in between support and resistance lines and then has to make a move. And it kind of thrusts out. GPL, let's see how well that is doing. No. That gapped. That moved outside the pattern and crushed back inside the pattern and broke previous levels of support. Nice reversal bar on the 4-hour chart. Just right off the bat. But working from a double top now, all the way down, crushed it. AMJ, that's doing that same double bottom, A, B, and then watch a flat top break. These things were explosive, and they're consolidating pretty nicely. Came all the way down, all the way down. Look for a flat top break, maybe previous high breaks even, $1 and above. It'll be a nice ride. You never know. I think 20% of the country's legal cannabis, so it's going to be a gold market. I think that's it, guys. Not much to see unless you're in some different markets, but that's it for me. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we found a bottom on gold, but so far it just keeps creeping. It just keeps creeping. And I don't know if it's justified, but I don't think it's real. I think the COMEX and everything, there's a huge derivative problem, and they're just trying to paste over it with more money, more contracts, more derivatives, bigger swaps. I don't know. Everything's fake. Just keep your eyes open. Be careful out there. Please share, like, and comment, and I'll talk to you guys later.